Warrant Officer First Class Ranald Harrison joined the Royal Canadian Air Force in 1942. He now lives in St. Catharines, and he joins us today to discuss his service and what it means. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So it's Second World War is raging. It's September of 1942, and you decide to join the cause. Why then?
I was going to be 21 in December, and at that time I'd be called, and we wouldn't have any say in where I was wanted to go, and I wanted to go in the Air Force. So I went. I worked at Turnbull Elevator in Toronto at the time, and I just went down to Bay Street, and I had a brother in the Navy at the time, and so I figured, well, I might as well join the Navy. And they weren't taking any recruits at that time. So a couple of doors down the street was the Air Force recruiting center. So I went there, and they welcomed me with open arms.
And you were a wireless operator. What was it like learning Morse code?
Difficult. Yes. But we had excellent instructors. It was in Calgary, wireless school in Calgary. Anyhow, yes, either you were able to do it or you weren't, because there were lots of guys who just couldn't hack it.
Now, you eventually got to England a few days before D-Day. You didn't participate in D-Day, but you certainly saw the planes come back. What was that like?
It was surprising. There were DC-3s, Dakotas, and they had white stripes around the body of the airplane, and a whole bunch of wires hanging out, you know, for the parachutes. The guys went over and jumped out, and then the hangers where they were attached to their parachutes were still hanging out the side of the aircraft. And at that time, we had no idea what would be thought it was a practice session of some sort until it started to come over the wireless, over the radio, you know, that the invasion was on. So it seemed to change everybody's attitude. Everybody was, let's get at it.
Now, you flew some missions as well. You were looking for submarines. How scary was that? We
were looking for submarines, yes. There were a lot of submarines, and they were doing a terrific amount of damage. Like all the ships going over had to be escorted, and so the submarines were appearing everywhere. So anyhow, it was a very tricky situation. And the corvettes would be, you know, maybe a half a mile away from the big ship, and the big ship would be, well, a lot of times be carrying a load of troops. And they didn't want to lose all those troops. They didn't want to lose anything, and fortunately it worked out very well for them.
What was adjusting to civilian life like?
Difficult. Yeah. Mainly because of you know, we were pretty free and easy where we were, because we flew maybe twice a week, and we were all prepared for you know, we were trained to know what to expect and what we had to do, and it was difficult. Well, we were stationed in Tiree, which is a very small island in the Hebrides, and there was nothing there except a few farmers and a few cows, and
you're part of a golden generation. We want to thank you for your service. We want to thank you for your time today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.